Hi, everyone. It's Kirsten with Be Well Physiotherapy. In preparing for this video, we find ourselves in quite extraordinary times with pandemic situation and social isolation. And this, I find in myself, can cause quite a bit of mental, emotional, social anxiety, worry, and all of these cognitive, emotional components have an effect on my physical body. And if this has been my experience, I can't help but wonder if any of you have been noticing the same. And I really, truly believe that in these times, in order to honor our whole selves, mental, emotional, cognitive, spiritual, physical, that a mindful movement practice that incorporates breath can really, really support us in getting a better understanding of where we're at, what we're actually feeling, acknowledging those feelings, and then moving in a way that grounds us, that supports us, that allows us to improve our awareness of our current state so that we can make decisions in these exceptional times that are appropriate for all of us, for each individual. So I offer here a short practice that you can try and see how you feel. My intention is to help you feel what you're feeling. Although some of the feelings may be uncomfortable, feel what you're feeling, and then we move in hopes that with a better understanding of how you're currently feeling, that there's less power over you with that, that you will feel better. So we can begin by lying down on your mat. Knees can be bent. Head resting gently, hands coming over, one just below your belly button, one up by your chest. And notice your breathing here. Without changing it, where is your breath traveling? Where in your torso do you expand to create space for your inhale? And where in your torso do things settle, gently contract to help push the air out on your exhale? Again, there is no right or wrong. The intention of this practice is really and truly to support you in feeling whatever it is that is right now. Taking 5 more inhales and exhales. Notice how your torso expands and contracts. Notice how, with this simple point of focus on your breath and on the physical body's connection to breath, notice if there's any carryover into your mind, your thoughts, or how you're feeling, your mood, your attitude. When you've finished your 5th breath, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, hands pointing up towards the sky. Lifting both legs
up off the ground. So your hips and knees are at about 90 degrees. Breathing here. How does your breath change? How does the tone, the response of your torso change in this new position? How does your torso continue to allow you to expand and contract with your breath? Then lower your right foot back down to the ground, knee stays bent. As you inhale, lengthen out your left leg as long as it can be. Hands continued reaching up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, leg lowers down to the ground, arms lower down overhead. Inhale, bring leg and arms back up. Exhale, bend your left knee, elbows come out to the side. As your left knee touches down to the ground, your elbows may come down to the ground as well. Inhale, bring your hands back up towards the ceiling. Lift your right leg this time. On another inhale, extend arms and legs straight up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right leg now, and both arms extend back overhead. Inhale, lifting back up to center. Exhale, bend your right knee, let your foot come to the ground, elbows come down and out to the sides. Inhale, left leg lifts, arms reach high. Exhale, lowering down overhead. Inhale, arms and legs back up. Exhale, bending knees and elbows. One more time, right leg lifts. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, lowering arms and legs away. Inhale, back up tall. Exhale, elbows down, right foot back down to the ground. Resting once again. Feel how your torso moves. Spreading your arms a little bit wider. Palms can face down, but try not to push too firmly with your hands into the ground. Sliding your feet in a little bit closer towards your hips. Legs, knees, big toe side of your foot can all come as close together as possible. Then we're heading into a twist. As you exhale, lifting the left side of your pelvis lifts so that your knees roll off to the right side, only as far as they can go comfortably, keeping the back of your left rib cage, your left shoulder on the ground. Inhale, we come back to center. Pelvis pulls the legs along with it. Exhale, relax. Inhale, right side of your pelvis lifts up and points over to the left, sending your thigh bones, your knees off to the left side. Exhale, right side of your pelvis pulls your legs and your knees back to center. Inhale as your pelvis continues to rock side to side, and exhales back to center. Feeling the response of your center, your core, how your trunk, although it's being asked to support and to create movement, still allows that expansion and contraction of your breath. Coming back to center when you feel even and steady. And taking 3 breaths again. Check back in with your center. And we'll roll onto our left side. If you have a pillow, anything you can prop under your head, that would be lovely. If you can use an arm to support your head, that would be great too. Trying to keep your neck and your head coming straight out from your shoulders. Your top right hand can just rest gently on the side. As you inhale, bring your arm up so it's pointing up to the ceiling. The thumb is pointing towards your head, pinky finger directed towards your toes. As you exhale, gently let your arm come overhead, only as far as is comfortable. Inhale, hand back up, pointing to the ceiling. And exhale, arm comes back down by your side. Inhale to center. Exhale, arm overhead. Inhale, arm points back up. Exhale, hand comes down by your side. Continuing with this for 2 or 3 more movements. Feeling what you feel. Perhaps you can feel encouraged by the fact that although your torso is being challenged here to maintain a nice steady base for your arm to move on, that it's still able to expand and contract to breathe. You're still able to respond to this challenge. Then switching sides, you can roll right over. I'll spin around this way so you can continue. I can continue to see. Now left arm is resting on the left side. Inhale, arm lifts to the ceiling. Exhale, arm comes overhead. Inhale, back up. Exhale to lower. Settle into your practice, to your pattern. And feel how your center, your torso, can respond to this challenge. You are still able to breathe steadily, consistently. Once you've finished your arm reaches, let's call them that, we'll come back lying on your back once again. Knees can be bent or legs can be long. As we settle into a short Shavasana with a guided body scan. So we'll begin, or I guess I should say, we'll end where we began, with a focus on breath. Focus on how your physical body partners with breath, creating expansion and grounding relaxation for each inhale and each exhale. Let your eyes close. Bring your awareness to your torso, to the rise and the fall, to the pliability, the variability of your torso's movements. Then with your mind's eye, shift down towards your hips, where your thigh bones connect into the sockets of your pelvis. And can you imagine that with each inhale, the bowl of your pelvis expands, opens, connecting your pelvis in to the balls at the top of your thigh bones, so that your pelvis presses out, expands out towards your thigh bones on each inhale, and then settles back in, creating a little bit more space between pelvis and thigh bones on each exhale. Inhale, pelvis expands. Hip joints are snug. Exhale, pelvis relax, settles back in together. Hip joints are spacious. Then bring your awareness up to your shoulder girdle. Sensing and feeling your collarbones as they extend from your breastbone out to the tip of your shoulder. And then wrapping back around, feel your shoulder blades resting gently on the mat. Feel your upper back resting on the mat. So we've created a bit of a circle from center of the chest out the collarbones, turning around the outsides of your shoulders, following your shoulder blades along the back and joining at the back of your spine. So there's a bit of a circle or a hoop here. And with each inhale now, with our attention up at our shoulders, can you imagine that hoop, that circle we've created, expanding, opening on each inhale, and then settling with each exhale? And for the final few moments of this practice, let your awareness broaden. What do you feel? What do you notice in yourself? Without any direction to notice any one particular thing. Without going after a particular sensation, a particular thought or feeling. Let yourself be a receptor. What signals do you pick up? What parts of your body are you most aware of? What thoughts or thought keeps coming to the surface? An opportunity to truly get to know yourself in your current state, your current context.
Thank you for watching. Know that I am thinking about you, feeling my way through this just as you are. And I look forward to seeing you in person once again, whenever that's appropriate. Wishing you happiness, wishing you health in body and mind. Wishing you the experience of peace and the experience of love. They're all available to us, even in these exceptional times. Namaste.